take this opportunity on behalf of the council to welcome you all. I believe that you have the report with you, right? It was earlier shared to all media pages. Any one of you here who don't have the report, hold us accountable for what we have been doing in office for welfare, ranging from academics, finance, logistics, and how the association is being presented to other associations and also to other institutions outside the university. So feel free, relax, while I take you to some of the activities that we embarked on, as it is stated on the Constitution, that is section 19, subsection 3, that Congress shall be convened once every semester. So, the project was not working. During the swearing ceremony, we vow that we are going to take good care of the association, and then we are going to make sure that the association is well presented and then will take care of. So the second thing that we embarked on when we resumed office was our courtesy visits. We make sure that we go out there, talk to people, institutions about SSA and how science can be used to develop the nation. So that is why, as you can see, we made some courtesy visits, right? We visited global properties on the 9th of March. We also visited Kenny's embassy, as you can see, on the 23rd of March. And then the agenda for this courtesy visit is the same. That is to sell our agenda as Science Students Association, because people don't have the information when it comes to science. Even if you look at the country, we are not developed in terms of science. Why? Because even if you prepare your budget, you want to do an experiment, you prepare your budget and then submit it, they will think that we are joking. The amount we are going to see on the paper. Why? Because science is what? Is costly. So that is why we went to these institutions and explained to them the importance of science. And what they will tell us is this: they don't know much about science, especially at university level. That is why we tried our best to make sure that we secure a place in one of the radio stations. Every week we go there and then sell our agenda. So we also visited Mohas, right, on the 24th of March 2023, and also National and Environmental Agency on the 12th of April 2023. Also FSKA and GPPC. Now, let's talk about the meetings that we attended. As you can see, the Education and Research Minister and my humble self represented the council at American Corner. And then this seminar was basically made to assist science students, to help them to know more about laboratory practices, good laboratory and good clinical laboratory practices. So they sent us invitation, and then we went there to grace the occasion. And it was educative and also interactive. On the 22nd of March, May 2023, the Gambia College Science Club did their Science Day celebration, and then Mr. President was there to represent the council and my humble self. And I was given the podium to make a presentation on skeletal system, human skeletal system. And at the end of the ceremony, we were certified for our participation. All right. Now, from there, we also embarked on SARS nationwide tour that we do annually. but here we do it alongside with our sister school, which is SOSA. So this year, because we do it this way, every year the chairmanship will come from other institutions. Last year it was from SOSA, and then this year the chairmanship was from SSA, and then the person who chaired this nationwide tour was Honorable Atalo. Alright, and you can see the theme of this year's nationwide tour, which is fostering peace amongst women and children, raising awareness on the use of illicit drugs amongst youth and women, alright, among youth, and championing environmental preservation. And it is 10 days program, and then we embark on a lot of activities there, including school outreach. Alright, some schools out there don't have access even to internet, so it's important for us to go there and then meet them, discuss the importance of science, tell them that they should not discourage each other from studying science. As you can see, like every time, the University of the Gambia, when it comes to the admission rate in sciences, reduces every year. So it was successful, and then this is the banner that we use, and then the group picture. Alright? So also the competitions were done there. Alright? As you can see, quiz competition on Pi Day. This Pi Day was done by mathematics unit. As we all know, we have 4 subunits under SSA: biology, physics, mathematics, chemistry. So all these subunits would have their own ceremonies that they embark on. So this one was Pi Day, and it was done on the 14th of March 2023. And then the council subvented them, and it was successful. Alright. We also have quiz competition. This quiz competition normally is done in between secondary schools. Alright? Because what happens is that we are university students, but before you make it to university, you pass through secondary school. So you should not forget about them. You should not forget them. You should take them along so that you can guide them, alright, so that they can choose their correct careers. Alright, so quiz competition also was done. Alright, summer period tutorials, very important. The council also embarked on this one. Like during summer holidays, the council will share a dispatch where interested students will fill a form submitted to the council for what? Summer voluntary tutorials. Like for example, if you are living in Farato, okay, there's a senior school in Farato, Mindao, you can just reach out to the council. During this holiday, I would want to go to Mindao and assist them in biology because I'm majoring in biology, or chemistry or mathematics. So council make sure that during the holidays, we embark on these tutorials to help students, in their academics, especially those who are facing worse. So we do that, and it is voluntary. It is voluntary, all right? That is why when we are filling the form, we include there the area that we are living, so that there will be like minimal of transportation issues where we need to spend money in order to go to that particular school. So the school that we did tutorials this summer, tutorials, Mansa Kolibogan Open Senior Secondary School was among. Mila Open Senior Secondary School, St. Peter's, Jamisa, Mahad, Bundu, Kabafida, Sifo, Jabine, alright, and other schools. So all these schools, like during the summer, this past summer, some of us here were attending the schools to help them, to help the students during the summer, alright. And not only that, even interest tutorial in the physical and natural sciences. We do this tutorial even at the university level, where, for example, if you are good in embryology, we tutor students, because sometimes lecturers will explain in a way that like some students would find it very difficult to understand. So students who understand that area, because some of us here are working in banks, some are teachers already, some are in labs. So you understand that, like, if you explain it to your fellow students, the students tend to understand it better. So after the class, these tutorials will hold, all right, where students will come and then discuss the past lessons. So that one also we embark on that one too. All right. Okay. So from there, yeah, this is biology, chemistry, physics. I separate them, all right, in order to explain it more on tutorials. Now, Science Week, which is part of our main activities, Science Week. Like, if Science Week is successful, the general student body will see that council to be a successful council. But if the Science Week is not successful, meaning the council is not successful, because it is our main event. So we embark on Science Week also, and the most important activities here is what? Exhibition day. There are sub-units would come and then exhibit their exhibitions that they have. So mathematics unit, all right, did exhibition on this, development of a free water pumping system with potential in agricultural irrigation. 2. The power of Fourier series and its application in various aspects of life, example, to produce music, all right. Then also physics made an exhibition on the development of a robotic arm from local items and scrap materials, welding objects together with the use of a pencil, exhibitions on the principles of rocket science. And biology, exhibition on sickle cell disease, exhibition on the power of the neem leaves as a powerful anti-malarial agent. You have chemistry, chemical equilibrium, chemical traffic light, and chemical bar. So we also do community outreach, and then in this we talk about community. How do we do that? We make sure to explain like societal problems in relation to education, in relation to science. What does that mean? Okay, you people are studying science, but why are you visiting communities? It's very important. Okay, so that is why we go to it's a science area. You can teach them how to manage waste. Okay, very important. Alright, so we also do motivational talks. Alright, students, as you can see, this is students in class listening to one of our executive members here, trying to motivate students, because being a student is not easy. Sometimes it's very easy for a student to be influenced. So that is why we make sure to read them and then talk to them about science. It is not easy, but like nothing comes easy. And also orientation ceremonies. When we are first admitted to university, the university will do its own orientation ceremony. Then from there, schools will do it separately. School of Art and Science, School of Agriculture, School of IT, and even that, when School of Art and Science do their own orientation, the association on the physical and natural sciences will have like their own orientation, where they will make sure to attach first year students to fourth year students. All right, if you are studying biology and you are first year student, university is not like a senior school. There are 100 level courses, 200, and that is how it goes. So we make sure we attach first year students to fourth year students so that they can guide them, mentor them, and then tell them the courses that they need to select. So the council also embark on that one also. Now, innovative projects. What are some of the projects that this council did? All right, gram stealing. How do you do gram stealing? Biology 101, Bio 101, 102. We talk about these things issues. How are they done? What are these things? The primary stain, the counter stain. So this is under Education and Research Ministry. They came up with this idea that let us embark on this training, and then it was successful. It was done in biology department, as you can see. This was after the training, and the students were happy about it. They even requested for us to do another one, but we could not do it. Now, trip to MRC. This country also, like we are lucky to have this every week. Is it 50 students? How many students? 20 students. Every week, 20 students will go from UTG to MRC, where they will see a lot of things in MRC lab. As we all know, MRC laboratory is the only laboratory in the whole country that is accredited worldwide in the Gambia here. They are the only laboratory that is accredited. So students will go there and see a lot of things, all right, ranging from DNA, all right, and then all other things. So this was done from 7th of May, all right, and then it consists of 20 students from different majors. They were taken to those trips, all right, and then it continued for 4 weeks, all right, and it happens every Wednesday. Yeah, so these are some of their pictures. What are some of the research projects that we embarked on? One is microbial quality and societal awareness of potable water, a case study of selected provinces of the Gambia using environmental approaches. All right, microbial quality and societal awareness. This was a project that was raised by the council. But this project, it couldn't be materialized, all right, due to failure of the university to reimburse funds for schools to carry out this work. So this research project was not successful. We could not do it because of that lack of fund. We cannot fund it. It's a good idea, but it never materialized. So the next council can, take good care of it and see whether they can have fun. As we all know, it's a gradual process. Where you stop, that is where the others will continue. All right. And also during nationwide tour, there was a research, that is the effects of illicit drugs on rural use of the Gambia, a case study in the social impacts. All right. And this is under Education and Research Ministry. We also did seminars on referencing and citation. We also did that, and then it was under the Ministry of Research and Education. And it was done on the 15th of November. Okay, we also did a seminar on renewable energy for sustainable development, on the 22nd of November 2023. All right, as you can see, this was the picture. And then also we did a training. Like what happens, some secondary schools have science clubs. So when they are celebrating their science day, they will approach University of the Gambia Science Student Association so that they can send their representatives for them to train those secondary school kids so that they can do their practicals perfectly on their science days. So this training was done on this 26th of February, and it was at the Brikama Upper and Senior Secondary School, commonly known as Alfakan. All right, and then the Education and Research Minister was there, plus some of the head units like Mr. Dauda Kami and also Mr. I forgot the name. Sorry. Sumare, yeah, and Mr. Sumare. They were there to create these secondary school kids. So we also try to write some of the letters in order to establish MOU, that is Memorandum of Understanding, in between the association and those institutions. Now, what are some of the recommendations that are placed by Education and Research Ministry? So this recommendation is very important. One, it ought to take the matter of innovatively devising means of generation of funds for the council, which will put an end to the cycle of begging for funds. Yes, we should make sure to try in order to have our own source of fund, so that we will not beg always to go and search for fund. So that recommendation was put forward by the Education and Research Ministry, because they face a lot of challenges in order to execute some of these tasks. Another recommendation that they work on is strive to carry out the research ideas that the 18th ministry started but could not see through. So what they started and could not complete it, the incoming executive council should make sure to try hard in order to see it through. Okay, also we are part of the university, and normally every year the university will conduct a national debate championship. So the council was represented by Ibrahim Job and Daniel Mendy. Please let's pay attention, because this will lead us to the financial report, so that like if you know what we do here, because all this needs funding and then the association funds them. So when the finance minister comes as he is giving his speech, he will see to it that all these that we are showing here are being funded, so that we can understand each other and then minimize the time wastage. So this national debate, VC National Debate Championship was, we are represented by Mr. Ibrahim Job and Daniel Mendy, and they made it to the semi-final round, and they could not make it to final from that point. All right, but we appreciate their effort, because sometimes it is difficult for students in this school, in this association, to come up and then stand for their council. It's very difficult. So there's another seminar that was conducted by the chemistry unit on the 23rd of March. All right, and then that seminar was done too and successful. Now, on the gender and research, gender and health ministry, what they did was they trained students for at least 4 days to know how to do first aid training, right? We are all science students here, and emergency, we don't know where emergency lies. So at least to know this, like the first response to first aid is very important. So they embark on that training from 17th to 19th of July 2023. Okay? And it was done in Brikama campus. So we are running out of time. Like if you want details, we can still share it to the main page, so that some of you who don't have it can still have it, right? Okay. And then after the training, they were certified at the end of the training. So sport ministry also, there is a transformation that occurred in sport ministry. As you can see, since they came to the office, the first thing that we did under the sport ministry was to have a meeting together with SU to meet our former footballer, Ibrahim Sohna, in order for him to guide us and give us advice on how to improve our football team, our sport, let me just say that way. Because SSA is among the biggest schools here under UTG, but when it comes to sport, sometimes we find it very difficult to spot out footballers or sport activists, especially myself, all right? I started playing for SSA in my 3rd year, okay? So that is why they tried to seek, if you want to do something, we try to find out like those who passed that stage, to ask them for them to give you insight. So they did that, and that was done on the 12th of January 2023. So what they did in the council and the general students, All right, and I think it was the council who won this game, right? Or did they beat, or they beat us? Okay, let's start that. Okay, let's continue. So that was the like to foster the bond between the council members and the general student body. So those are the pictures for that game. Also, they introduced a logo to the football team, and that logo is what we are seeing here. Alright, so this is the logo that we are using now. Okay, and also a talent bank. Now, Vice Councilor's fitness tournament was also conducted, and then the association participated in that championship, as you can see it here. It is unfortunate that this academic year we could not make it to finals for both tournament and then the league. Yeah. And we have the Dama School Fitness Football Tournament also. As you can see, we participated in that tournament also. And also friendly match between UTG, SSA and ASA. They are doing this in order to call the footballers so that they can establish a concrete football team, because it is not easy. It is very sad to go there and play always. We hear the students that, okay, they beat SSA 4-0, 3-0. Alright? So that is why they tried a lot in order to fish out players from SSA, but it is always difficult. Even those who play football, like we call them in order for them to make it on time. Only few of them will come on time. Alright, so they really tried their best. Okay, they also made a courtesy meeting to National Sports Council. Alright, and then that was done on the 23rd of March 2023. So Vice Councilor's football tournament, as I said earlier on, we were not lucky, and I think we could not even make it to the group stage. Yeah? Alright, nationwide tour is a sport activity that we embarked on, as you can see. And then this sport activity is not only football, but it ranges from football to basketball, running, and other activities. Okay, this is UTG Athletic Championship. We participated in that too. Previous years, we only participated to football championship, but this time even athletes we participated there, and then we were able to have female team also, which have never been done. And also, like as we all know, sport is not only the football and basketball is not only the activity that we have. UTG also like embark on the face of UTG. So for this year, our representatives were Abdul Koma and Jenaba Keta, right? And then those are the ones that we are seeing here. And then they showcase a calendar which all the attendees on the ground knew. They are not able to make it, but they represented us, and we appreciate it. We appreciate them for that. Okay, when the sport ministry came to office, there was no football, right? So, willingly, the minister and his assistant purchased a ball from their own expenses, all right? And then that ball is going to be registered on the SSA football team. Congratulate them for that. So, for all these challenges, they also made their own recommendation, all right? So, this recommendation is important for us to look into it, right? The general students and executives of SSA should take ownership of the activities of the association, all right? So we need to take ownership. We need to take ownership, like any activity that we are doing on the sport ministry, let us come in large numbers and grace the occasion. Alright? And then the gender and health ministry should make sure they provide the team the first aiders for what? Every game in case of any injuries. So that is the recommendation they are sending it to the health ministry, which is true. Even you cannot provide them with health personnel, you can be there, all right, so that at least, because health minister must have ideas on first aid, so that when injuries occur, you can help, all right. Now, the welfare ministry, they also made another recommendation, meaning these are the challenges that they face. The welfare ministry should always be available during games to serve our players with water and refreshments. This has been a challenge during the VC tournament, all right? Footballers will come, and then before the refreshment will come, sometimes it takes time, all right? And then number 4, continuation and diversifying the SARS championship into various games. This is important as well. Now, let's talk about information and public relation office. They tried a lot, like as you can see, they are able to secure an hour, that is from 5 to 6, all right, at West Coast Radio, where they will talk about science. Every week from 5 to 6 on Sundays, the IPRO of UTG SSA, 18 Executive Council, will be at the radio, West Coast Radio, and then he will host some of either council members or outside to talk about science in UTG. So that is this, and then we expect this to continue, even the incoming council members to continue this job. It is important, like if you go SSA to other sub-associations, we need to develop, we need to try in order to increase our efforts to meet the expectations. Alright? It's just like genes, you have the dormant gene and the suppressive one, right? When you have AA, biologist, molecular biologist, alright, the capital A will suppress the capital small a, not so. So that is how SSA looks like to you. It is as if like it is suppressed, but we can come up and then make ourselves the dominant A or the dominant G. Alright, so some of the recommendations that they embark on, let the incoming council try by all means to continue this process. That is the radio talk show. It is important, like before you go there, you need to prepare yourself, because it is what? It is going to be live, and we don't know where it will reach. So you make sure you prepare yourself before hosting any program. And then you have to be active in order to make it continue. Alright? And also, let the IPRO department make sure any information that they are sharing, let it be accurate. Like, you can create a group page, maybe a news forum, where if you write anything, as we all know, academics is always difficult. Even if you are doing research, some of you who are writing research will tell you write everything and then you think you are done, just give it 1 hour. When you come back, you read it, you see your mistakes. It's very difficult. So as an IPR, even if you write something as a dispatch, you can always create a news forum where you have maybe people who are very good in English or in grammar. You send it there for them to get it, and then before you publish it to the general public. So they make that recommendation as well. So our upcoming events, we have Congress, which is today, our ceremony, okay, because we cannot do it alone. We have help, even during SSA. We have finance committee, students who are not within the council, but they want to assist, they'll come and assist the finance committee or logistic committee, all right? So we need to give them something, appraise them by giving them something, all right? So we will do that, and also withdrawal of the award ceremony certificates. We need to do withdrawal in order to make those certificates. We put it here because it is money issue. Okay? It is future tense. You might not see it on the report, but what would happen if you come to see to it that these people make withdrawals. So that is why we say this in our upcoming activities and also making certificates. So this is what we have for you, and thank you for your kind attention. Yeah. Is that during this meeting here at Global Properties, the outcome of that meeting reflected to us as executive members. Because what the CEO told us was, like every day if you open his channel, maybe Asian countries or Europe, what he would see, that's a channel that they create for science only. You only see innovations every day, innovations, all right? But he said like it is very hard for him to notice the science students in the University of the Gambia. All right? So he's giving us wisdom, not monetary, not material, but wisdom. So that is why we sit to it and then think, what can we do to make sure that science students are portrayed outside? So from that meeting, we make sure to have a radio talk show, because that is his concern. His concern was he could not hear science students in any of the media platforms. He even asked us whether we have our own Facebook page or our own YouTube page. Alright? So we noted it down and then we work towards it by securing a place in West Coast Radio. That is one accomplishment that we've done. Alright? So other ministries like Kenya's embassy, we went there and then we discussed with him about science. Okay? We even wanted to have an MOU with Kenya's embassy because we know China is advancing in terms of technology. But what he told us was they are embassy. Alright? So it's going to be difficult for them to sign an MOU between them and the association. Alright? But they can help. They even gave us some of their links that we can subscribe to. Anytime there's a new innovation, we can be put into. Alright? So these meetings, some of them would promise us financially, which most of them did, like MRC, right? But we visit them, we sell our agenda, and also listen to them what they are going to give us as a reply. So this, okay, these recommendations would help us to solve those problems in accordance.
And secondly, we will have a students at the time to our stories about when we speak the things that we are not in class. And there is an outcome we just have to that we will take the executives. And there are institutions here the product we will do. And we develop that and part of the evidence here, international, we will some of these institutions have different but they will not out. So we recognize at positively so that answers the question, and that we really need that is so and all students so we have the same problems that the student ICT people are facing when it comes to collecting non-collecting students. And in the regional area, we have more top back. So it's like a diamond. We give them the media, we give them the Taiwan too, and they give us, and they give us Java 2, Java 1, and even they are structure as well. And the way kept up in the partnership, but we have the development, even the Excel model, giving them to go from principles of what is that fundamentals of physics. So it is it is new participants and we are different basic steps in the base. So the people that say the highlighting that the certificate of instrument of integrated managers. You will have about the resources and we believe that you maybe not check, but we will back and give it to everyone. The user that we are back is that we don't see people who do that competition. It's a competition, but all these people participated. And here are some points being compared to previous questions. It's a different story. We have lost the confidence in our division. We have the confidence to represent the schools. And the team that I have from the physical and the example is that the flow of this is going down. That's because very soft on hand. We have utilized with their parts. It is being done by the specialists, which they have the best. And people really and the civilian is the major criteria. But if you want to data collectors, you have people who are currently data collectors. The data you under the data in doing things, you will analyze. And you put it in the analysis stage. You really look at this. The data, like the they will put them in the graduate seminary to see how they will rebound the calculate something else. In the first one, we have a deal with that. We will do the business now, we will know that project. I believe some of the people will be very confident that we will talk about how we look at the business with team. And after a final stage of how to generate awareness without limiting from ordinary level, we can be a material. I'm not sure if that answers your question.
The students that attended the first 8 meetings in the certified will receive the certificate. Thank you for that question. Provided girls are titled they are working on the certificates. And the Red Cross Society of the Young looking at the certificates delivered. And most of those students are supposed to pay the 75,000, which are
there was a misunderstanding between Red Cross members, in West Coast Indian and KMC. That is above our level. If you want more information, you can meet her after this. She was benefiting to you. So we have to wait for them to solve their own problem at their level before we will upload them for our certificates, right? Yeah. So after the stability, we have to call numbers. Which I hope that answers the question. Yeah, give me that question, please. Okay, so I have no question. Just want to show the benefit of this for the country that I'm going to do. And more people believe
a student. Because many of them are not the ultimate of us, but still doing things their life. When I see these activities, I was shocked to family. Because I know that they will prepare some of their lectures to achieve this goal. So definitely, I think, I know those countries will learn from their mistakes and they will be better than the country.
For the school was we organized school outreach, but we decided to combine with the mission for the school outreach. Combine with more time and messages were going on and schools were closed, so we decided to join the general school outreach with the mission for the school outreach. Thank you. To be able to accomplish some of our purposes